Well, hey guys, I wish you a good morning. We're going to go ahead and do another devotional. So let's open up the Bible and let's get something out of it to live life today and tomorrow and hopefully every day afterwards. We're going to be in the book of Hebrews, and it's chapter 12 that we're looking at. So Hebrews chapter 12, and just got to give you a really quick background for what just went on before in chapter 11. Hebrews chapter 11 is commonly called the Hall of Faith. For the Christians. And so what it does is it's the author of Hebrews going through a list of people that were in the Old Testament and saying, hey, look at this person, see what they did in faith, and see how they lived their life according to faith. And so the point of it being that we live a life of faith and that we are made we're made righteous before God because of the faith we have in Him, because of the faith we have in Jesus for His sacrifice. But anyway, he's gone through this whole list of people, and that brings us to chapter 12, verse 1. It says, therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin which so easily trips us up. And let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. We do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross, disregarding its shame. Now he's seated in the place of honor beside God's throne. All right, guys. We have a church full of people who want to be cheerleaders for each other. We want to be able to encourage each other in our faith, so that when we open up about our struggles that we're going through that day, that week, that month, that year, whatever, these guys are going to be there. They're going to pray for us. They're going to encourage us. They're going to have maybe some scriptures to help us get through. They're just going to sit and listen. Whatever the situation needs, we want to be that for each other. But it doesn't end there, because the church isn't just the people in this room. It's not even just the people who are worshiping in churches across the globe. It's an eternal thing. The people in the Old Testament who lived their life according to faith, they are part of the church. The people who haven't been born yet, who will live their life according to faith, they're part of the church. So everyone who's been a believer in God and given their life to Him, Old Testament, New Testament, modern times, it doesn't matter. Guys, this whole group of people are our cheerleaders. They're here to encourage us. We can go back and we can look at things in here and we can see their life of faith and we can be encouraged by it. And that's them almost literally up in heaven going, yes, you can do it. Come on, I did it. I'm no better or worse than you. Come on, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and run the race. That's what they're doing. That's what we want to do here at church at Live Oak. And no matter which church you go to, whether it's Live Oak today or you move across the country or whether you're going somewhere else, it doesn't matter. Guys, this is what a good church should be doing. We should be encouraging each other. We should be able to open up, be honest with what we're struggling with, and expect that person's going to find some way to help us, some way to encourage us, some way to correct us, something they can do to help out. That's the church. And we run this race not looking so much at the people around us. Yes, that helps. But always, always, always our gaze is looking ahead at Jesus, who is the author of our faith. He's the one who perfects it, brings it to maturity. Guys, this is so important. Don't take your eyes off of Jesus. Don't keep your eyes on some Christian celebrity, some pastor, some musician. It doesn't matter. Guys, we're all human. We all screw up, and some of us screw up in big ways. And honestly, when you have a high profile, the devil targets you harder. That's why a lot of people in leadership, in the spotlight, fail. So guys, don't look at them. If you stop your faith, if you stop going to church because of what some person did, your perspective's screwed up. I'm just going to be honest with you. You need to be going to church, keeping your eyes on Jesus, because he's the only one who won't fail. Everyone else, myself, anyone else is going to fail you at some point in time. It's just going to happen. So guys, keep your eyes on Jesus. Take encouragement from the church around you. Take encouragement from the church that we find in the Bible and other places too. The stories we hear about people over in China or I don't know, whatever nation. Guys, we have a body that wants to encourage us. So let's take them up on the offer, guys. All right, I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye.